Honkai Star Rail benched character tier list. Yes, sir. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in, buddy. Benched character tier list. Now, this has nothing to do with meta. Have you ever met a woman? This has only to do with how much we use them, have used them, want to use them, or don't use them, okay? So let's change the letters in the tiers, okay? The top one will be, should the higher up be the most used, I guess. The bottom will be the most benched, okay. Okay, the lowest tier will be never set foot on the, like, off the bench. Off the bench. The tier above that will be never. Yeah. The tier above that will be like work in progress. So maybe we don't use them too much, but it's not like they're permanently benched. Like maybe like, for example, right? There's a few characters that I'm trying to build or that I farmed for, but I never really got to play yet, okay? For a myriad of reasons. Then there's going to be benched since, like, benched except for, like, release. Like, I don't know how to say this. Like, we played them a few times on release, and then they've been benched since. Like, benched since release patch. I should what? Add a rule?
Yeah.
Why?
Coping and no lying.
I don't cope or lie. That's a useless rule. It's redundant. It's an oxymoron. I don't cope, right, chat? Right, chat? Okay, then there's not, like, actively use. Oh, no. Use occasionally. Actively use. That's pretty good tiers. That's pretty use. Pretty good. Okay, these are our tiers. Okay, firstly, Kalis or Stell. I mean, we picked Stell. Stell, honestly, at first, you know, I didn't really use her, but with Break, Harmony MC, actively use, okay? Break is broken. Regardless of how I feel about Stell, on one hand, Stell has ride or dies. Stell has shooters, that's all I'm going to say, whom I wouldn't want to upset. Regardless of that fact, I do play Break a lot, so I play Stell a lot. March 7th. I like her. I think she's kind of like funny, cute, a character I resonate with. But she's benched. Now, again, does that mean I don't even need to elaborate? You know, I just don't use her. But, like, she's cute. Then, Hunk. We made for two. Okay, there should be a tier. Maybe it's this one and it should be lower. But there should be a tier where it's, like, used for a bit and then benched, okay? Because, like, Dan Hung, I used to play. I recorded a full guide, never uploaded it. But, like, he was my first main. But then, he got benched since then. So maybe it's benched since release patch. And then we put it under work in progress. You know? Maybe, yeah, maybe get rid of work in progress. Like, will be unbenched soon. Soon to be unbenched. Okay, this tier might be cope. We'll think about it. Let me change the colors. Is that the copium tier? Rule 1 broken. Okay, I'll just put like copium tier. Wait, this looks ugly. Okay. Asta, again. Played her a bit at the start, but mostly just to get through world, I believe, 6 against Cocolia. She was really good at breaking fire and giving speed and attack. Now, was I really, like, using Asta? Honestly, like, did I, like, build her properly, all that? Not really. I played a low investment Asta just to break shields. So for that, I would call her benched for sure. But since release patch, like 1.0, I did dabble in some Asta, okay? And as a Canadian and a part-time Quebecois. Our Minister of Finance had Asta on his phone. Look it up. Pierre Fitzgibbon. Asta. He had Asta on his phone, so it's part of our heritage. Okay? Anyways. Arlen, never set foot off the bench. No disrespect. No disrespect. Herda? Kuru kururing. I kind of don't do pure fiction that much because I find it boring, but like I'll do it for the rewards. How could you find it boring? Sorry! But when I do it, I play Herda. Like I actively use her for that mode. Especially because for a long time I didn't have Himiko or Clara. I still didn't build them because I got them late, but I'm gonna build Himiko. But anyways, so I would say use occasionally, but if you factor in pure fiction as something you do every patch, then I would say actively use. Even though I don't use her as much as my other characters. But for pure fiction, I use her. So I do maybe 5 Memory of Chaos runs for every one. Oh, wait, let me refresh chat because we added an emote. I do maybe 5 Memory of Chaos runs for every 1 pure fiction run. So I use let's say my Memory of Chaos team 5 times more than I use Herda, but I still actively use her for the content she's good in, so I'm gonna put her there. Hook, never even played you. I almost called you Clara. Natasha, an Underworld Doctor. I see you in ads all the time, even on my own videos. I used you when the healers I had were Bailu and Natasha, but since then I haven't really used her. Sampo! I love Sampo. Funny guy, entertaining personality. He's benched though. Pila, my goat. My goated 4-star. I love Pila. Is she are there teams that don't need her that are meta right now? Sure, absolutely. But I use her a lot. I still play her with Acheron because my Jiao Cho's not really built. So, actively use. I like Pila. I missed the segment. Do you really use Herda? I use her for pure fiction. The only problem is I kind of have to juggle her gear around. I was gonna show my build. So sometimes between patches I'll have to give her 2-piece to someone else, but yeah. Serval, never set foot off the bench. QQ now. Listen up. Here's a story about a little guy who lived in a blue house and all day and all night and everything he sees. Listen, I played QQ is the character I had in mind when I was saying soon to be unbenched. Why? I like her. She's a gambler. I think she's fun. And I played her on viewer accounts, multiple, and I've cleared with her. I just never built her that well on my main. But I do like her and I want to use her, okay? Because I think she's fun. It is a bit of a copium tier, I'm going to be honest. But I did pre-farm her mats. I'll leave her there because I'm coping. Sushang, never really used her. Because she's a pretty, she was a solid hunt carry to use 1.0, whatever. But I was a Dan Hung fan, so I played Dan Hung. Ting Yoon, I use her occasionally. Good support. Hopefully she comes back with more tails. I like her. The only thing is, a lot of the units I use, like Break or whatever, I'm not really putting Ting Yoon there. But if I play Jing Yuan, if I play even Argentine Dan Hung and Baibitter Lune, whom I do use, Ting Yoon. She's a good option. She's fun. She's cool. Uncle Z knows, bro. They fucking drip marketed, buddy. Himiko, here's how I felt about Himiko. At first I was like, oh, she's pretty. Then everyone was like, this is 1.0 days. Everyone's like, dude, she's terrible. Hook is better. Here's why Hook is better. I was like, okay, well, I said this, I went on record saying this, you can probably find the VOD. I said, if you go so far as to play Hook over the beauty that Himiko is, you are too far gone, brother. I said that. I never got Himiko until like 2 patches ago. I just could not get her. Now I got her, but it's so late. I have everyone built. I didn't want to build a new character, so I haven't really used her. But I do want to build her, especially for Pure Fiction. I plan on using her, so I'm going to put her in the soon to be unbenched here. Welt, used occasionally. Less than Ting Yun though. I would say Welt was benched for the longest time because I didn't think I was like, okay, he's good, but I didn't feel like building him. But then I started playing Acheron with Sustain Welt. I was like, this is fun. It was in my Acheron video. I don't remember if I 0-cycled or was like 0-cycle, like 1 cycle, but I played it. It was fun. I was like, this is fucking sick. And it made me like Welt. Now, since then, I'm going to be honest, I haven't used them that much. But I still like them. That was like a couple months ago, to be fair. So he is kind of benched right now. But I do believe he's soon to be unbenched, okay? He wasn't benched on release patch. So we'll put him here. That's not a like tier list. I mean, is he soon to be unbenched or is that copium? I guess if I'm like actually just like speedrunning, at that point I just run no sustain, fuck Welt, and just don't die. Okay, maybe he's benched for now. But like, it was fun to use him. Bronya? Actively used because I play Blade. The only problem is I farmed a lot of support sets, but I still, in order to get like, I need 171 speed for my Bronya, or I don't know, I just go like hyper speed for Blade and I go no speed on Blade, and I also run like 160 Sparkle, and when I play Pila with Acheron I run her on 170, so like I'm always like swapping the same 2 sets around, so at any given moment like 4 of my supports are build and then like 4 others aren't. So like my Bronya right now is missing a boot or some shit. But anytime I use Blade, I use her. So yeah. Clara, again, I got her way too late. And then I got her after Yunli came out. So that, I mean, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. I got her after Yunli came out. That's not my fault. Japard, guess what, buddy? I got Japard on the exact patch that Aventurine came out. I'm pretty sure I lost my 50-50 to Aventurine with Japard. I wanted a good shielder, I did. I wanted Japard, I did. And then guess what? Aventurine came out. I got Japard, but I'm getting Aventurine, who's just, I'm sorry, broken. So guess what? I benched him. Now, is it because I didn't want to play him? No, it's not. It's because I had Aventurine. Bailu, I actually played at the start. Obviously, she didn't cleanse, but I was like, you know what? A lot of healing, 1.0. If I get debuffed, detained, whatever, dominated by Kafka, I'll just reset. But since then, she's been benched. We've gotten better healers. Yanqing, my guy. Picked him as a 5-star. Cool in the story. I saw the, like, I think old Yanqing form from Honkai 3rd where he looks like a fucking Chad. Love the guy. He's benched. Okay, I'm looking at the characters coming up. This is... Sealy? You guys are actually going to type copium. You're going to type liar. You're going to type sure buddy. But I think purple, which is my favorite color, cool animations, which is my favorite color, and a scythe, which is my favorite weapon, makes it to where everything in my body says I should play Sealy. Like, I like her. I like what she stands for. I just haven't really used her much. But I do think she's... And I'm going to be honest. I think the main reason for that is because I couldn't get a good quantum sphere for like the longest. I'm gonna lock this just in case. I couldn't get, although I'm probably never gonna use it, I couldn't get a good quantum sphere forever. Like, I actually could not. Now I have a good quantum sphere, but it's like too late. I do think she will be unbenched though. That is my prediction. When? Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day she will. That's good for Bronya. I mean, yes. That's why I logged it, because it has crit damage. But if it doesn't get speed, like, I'll get it to +3. If it doesn't get speed, I'll have to be like, oh, well, their substats suck. I'll get speed one day. And then I keep going till I get speed. And then I get a speed piece, but it doesn't roll any speed. So it's like crit damage, but zero. It has like 2 speed forever. And then I'm like, okay, well, I need another one. And so, you know, I'm probably not going to use it. But like, I'll probably have a better set farm by the time I change gear. But I locked it anyways. This isn't the point of this. I'm getting unlocked. Jingyuan, my good friend Jingyuan, voice acted by Zy0x VA, a character who gets buff after buff, right? Buff after buff. He might even get better. There's a lot of new Harmony characters. There's a lot of new sets, a lot of new teams. He's new modes, pure fiction. He always gets better. Every time I see a post on Twitter about him, oh, he moved up 8 tiers. Now, with that said, no leaks. With that said, I played him. But since Argenty came out, I think my Argenty was just better built. Now, the thing with Jingyuan was, again, when he came out, and I'm not saying I've only had good takes, because I've had bad takes, but when I was first building him, again, my lightning orb sucked. My build for Jingyuan was not ideal, but the main reason why is because I had Himiko's Lycone, which isn't even bad, especially for pure fiction. And I was like, yo, you get a lot of stats from this high base stack. It's okay, even if it doesn't give you crit, which makes your ratio seem better. So anytime I would show my Jingyuan, not only would his damage be mid because of the, you know, socio-economic climate and the relics that I had, but also you guys would then pile on the fact that my ratio looked bad because my Lycone didn't give me crit, which isn't my fault. And so I ended up, you know, keeping him not on the bench per se, but on the sidelines, especially when Argenty came out and my Argenty was better invested into. Now, is Jingyuan the character that gets buffed, but still goes nowhere? I don't know. It's not for me to say I don't know. I don't know. Legally, I do not know. This isn't a meta tier list. It's not. It's do I play him or not? Well, I did for a bit, and I like his voice acting. I think he's a strong character. I think Lightning Lord is cool. Just in case certain people are watching, he's in the actively used here. Now, once this clip is over, as I say these words slowly, he's in the benched since release patch, but he might be soon unbenched. He might be. Now, Zy0x is not benched. You guys conflate the two. Zy0x I play actively. Jingyuan, he might be unbenched. But we'll be honest and we'll put him here for now. I'm an honest man. Argenty, I think I use for pure fiction. Again, I do pure fiction once just to fucking clear it, get the rewards, and then I don't really look at it again because I don't care too much. But I do use him for that. So basically as much as I use Herda. So yeah. I give him the ERR rope, spam the burst. Poo 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 poo. He used to say, I think they changed voice acting, but I think he used to say glory aboba, which was a plus. Now he kind of says glory ababa, but that's okay. Yukong? Yeah, I never set foot off the bench. Silverwolf, actively use. I do. Do I like her more than Pila? No, I don't. I like the AoE more than I like the single target, but she's a gamer. I respect that. And also, I just haven't really built my Jiao Cho yet. No disrespect to him. I just skipped that banner. I think I was like traveling. I couldn't really pull on release day, and it just kind of one thing led to another. I was like, okay, whatever. But yeah, I use Silverwolf, so because I play Acheron a lot. So I'm either playing Acheron with Dot because they're attractive, or I just play, you know, Pila, Silverwolf. Okay, Luocha, actively used with Blade. That's basically it. Every other team I use a different sustain, but with Blade I use Luocha, so sorry. Luca, I played him, I think Kafka, like with Kafka for a little bit and then never again. But he's cool. Blade, that's my goat right there. Actively use. Favorite character. We love Blade. Is there some content where he might struggle compared to maybe a more meta carry, maybe a break character, maybe a follow-up attacker? Yes. No, I'm not in denial. I understand that. Have I done more damage with break blade than with crit blade? Yes. But I love him. I love what he stands for. I built him well. He's probably my best built character. Like, genuinely. I like the guy. I play him all the time. I auto battle with him. And there's been a lot of memory of chaoses recently with wind weakness. Is it because of Fei Xiao? Maybe. But Blade has been usable and viable in those scenarios. So, he got Jade. Anyways, I actively use him. This isn't even an argument about meta, bro. I use him. Okay, what, you're going to type copium? I fucking use him. What are you going to do about it? Kafka, you as well. Kafka, I've said this before. I'll say it again. Top 5 women of all time. If you look at Kafka, and I'm going to stop the sentence here. I just think she's cool. Okay, I just think she's great. I like everything about her. One of the reasons I like Star Rail is because I like a lot of the characters. I'm a very character-driven player. Even if I'm like, I don't feel like playing a game, but I like a character. Bro, I booted up Overwatch to play Genji. You think I want to play fucking 5v5 Overwatch? No, I don't. But I missed the character. So I was like, okay, I'll play a game. So, yeah. Blade, Kafka, I like them. Lynx, I think she's like a great like free-to-play sustain. But, I had Luocha, and I viewed her as like, okay, mini Luocha, whatever. I've never really built her, but I understand her usage. I think she's cool. I have so many healers built. Fu Xuan? Honestly, she was like my most used, and then Aventurine came out, and I still like her, and I think she's great. She's also short. I like her. But I use her occasionally now. The only times I use her is if I'm running like Aventurine, because the thing is I oftentimes run Aventurine and Huohuo. My teams usually make it to where I'm Aventurine Huohuo or Aventurine Gallagher. Or I guess Linksha now, but that's usually what I'm doing. But Fu Xuan I still will use. Like if I'm running, I don't know, Aventurine one team and then my other team wants like shielding, or I guess in Fu Xuan's case, like damage reduction so I don't die, then I'll run both. Dan Hong is better than A. My GOAT. But if I'm being honest with myself, it has been a minute, so I'm going to put use occasionally. Now, every time I think about him, I'm like, bro, why am I not playing him? I like him. He's a fucking dragon. He's cool. He's fun. Well, sometimes I'm playing break or I'm playing follow-up attack, and it is what it is. It is what it is. So he has been a bit more benched than usual. But I built him well, and I do play him. And he's one of my favorite characters, so I'm going to keep him out there. Similarly to Sparkle, who we'll get to shortly. Guinea Fan! We love Guinea Fan. We love Guinea Fan. She has like the little bing, bing, bing. She has the little puppy. She's awesome. She never set foot off the bench, though. That's okay. That's okay. Jing Liu. I do like Jing Liu. I think Jing Liu is epic. Jing Liu is cool. What do you mean claims to play Dot and has 0 Dot characters built? Brother, my Sampo was built? No, not Sampo, sorry. Luca and my Kafka and Black Swan. Those are the 2 I care about. They're perfect. Jing Liu is cool, but I kind of haven't used her recently. I used her more than just her release patch. Like I used her for a while. I played like Jing Liu. I honestly played Jing Liu Blade dual carry for a really long time. But I think since probably Jade, I haven't really played it. She's kind of in the middle. She's like in the middle between bench now, because I haven't played her in a while, and use occasionally. I'm pretty sure she's still geared. It's not like, oops, I launched the wrong thing. I'm pretty sure she's still geared. It's not like I like actually don't touch her. Because I do have her light cone. Okay, she might be a work in progress, but she has her light cone. She has like her, okay, I took off her rope because I don't have a good, whatever. Don't talk to me. But I did keep her on her main relic set. I'd keep her on like, she's occasional use for now. If I need like ice weakness enemies, I'm like, you know what? I'll play Jing Liu Pila. she's occasional. But I do think that like if in like 3 patches I don't use her, she might go to the... Relics not intact equal benched? Okay, but that's also not true for me though. Because I like turbo min-max certain characters instead of like being widespread optimal. Like it's better for you to have like 6 supports, 160 speed, okay? Instead of having like 2 on fucking 174. But I just like have 2 on like 174 and then my other 2 are on like 10. So I have to like constantly swap relics. So like if you even look right now, my Herta is probably missing like 3 pieces. My fucking Silverwolf... No, my Silverwolf is geared. But like my fucking Bronya isn't because my Sparkle is. And I'm never playing both together. Although I used to with Blade. But that's a story for another day. Anyways, Jingliu is somewhere in here. If there was like a middle tier, she'd be in the middle tier. Can I put her in Copium? I'll put her in Copium. Topaz, actively used. I play follow-up attack teams all the time. I don't need to say more. I've been playing her a lot more since Dr. Ratio release. Like at first I kind of didn't play her too much, but recently I've been using her a lot, so yeah. Hanya? Beautiful. Beautiful character. Never set foot off the bench. But I like her design. Whoa, actively used. Look, I like healers, man. She's great. She gives you energy. There's not really much to say other than I use her. So, yeah. She's used actively. Thoughts on this body I just got? Mods? Please! Please ban them! Congrats on your body. You've inspired me to auto battle as I keep yapping to get one myself. Next up, Shui. Shui. We're gonna build her one day. Resident chatter, top donator, build Shui. I like her design. Good voice acting, Yoimiya. Che-1-esque Bob. I'm a fan. We're going to leave her at the top of the bench tier list. I think it's very emblematic. Could put Jingyu in here too. But okay, I do think she's soon to be unbenched. It's just the words, the way we use soon is just very generous. It's very generous. You could write it off as a donation on your taxes. It's a generous stretch of the word, but she will be unbenched one day. Dr. Ratio. So if you ask me how often I use Dr. Ratio, literally the day before Fei Xiao is out, I say all the time. All the time. I like him. He's British. He's funny. He's fun. He's strong. Free. Since Fei Xiao came out, I don't think I've used him a single time. And now, I mean, Rappa's, Rappa's break, so it's not even close. I was going to say imaginary, but they don't do the same thing, so remove that. I kind of haven't used him since Fei Xiao came out. But I used him a bunch until then. So I don't really know where that goes. Like, again, it's kind of like Jingliu, where they're just chilling. But I mean, I guess he's in benched. You should add a tier soon to be benched. Soon to be benched. All right. Ron May, I love her. I'm a break. I love break efficiency, even if I'm not playing a break team, just because it makes me feel amazing at the game. I love everything Ron May does, except Rufias when we first met her. This isn't like a personality take. It's how much I use her, okay? It's just how much I use the character, okay? It's not how much I like them, although I do like Ron May, because look at her. But I use her all the fucking time, so yeah. Misha! Black Swan, I use her all the time. I love Dot. I love Kafka. I love Black Swan. They're the two characters I use maybe the most auto battling with like Acheron or a support. Yeah. So I do actively use them. Not much else to say. Sparkle. It's actually crazy because Sparkle is probably, again, like in my top 4, top 5 favorite characters. I fucking love Sparkle. I love Sparkle. I love her design. I love her gameplay. Well, I mean, she gives you a ton of skill points. It's not really gameplay, you're a support, but like you get my point. I just like Sparkle a lot. I think there's gonna be future hybrid carries or what, like things like that will make me use her more. For now, I use her basically with my Imbibitor, sometimes with another carry I'm playing. If I don't have my Bronya built, I might use her with Blade, but usually I use Bronya. I used to play Blade, Sparkle, and Bronya, but now I play Jade. I would play like both really fast, then just spam, go. But anyways, and then basic attack on Bronya once and it would loop around. I digress. So yeah, I use her about as much as Imbibitor, but I like her. Like, if it's like how much you like the characters, she's like up there. But yeah, I use her occasionally. She's built well though. Gallagher, I use them all the time. I love break teams. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I love break or if I'm forced to play break. If I'm like, oh, this is just clearing everything all the fucking time, so I'm playing break. I don't know if I even like it. I don't even know what I like anymore, man. I don't even know what I like. I just play what I play. Like, do I like it? Do I have free will? Why do we live? Why am I here? I'm just playing break. Gallagher's great though, okay? I like his character in general, story-wise, everything. I like how he looks. He has like a stubble. He's a character that looks like older than the average character, which I think is rare. I don't know. I just think he looks cool. And I use him all the time because he's good. Like obviously how much I use a character, how much I use a character versus how much I like them. How much I use them is going to be influenced by meta, of course, because if I'm just trying to clear Memory of Chaos, Pure Fiction, Apocalypse of the Shadow, fucking Divergent Universe every single patch, obviously I want characters that can do that without it sucking. Now, does that mean it's going to be a meta to those? No, like Blade is the fucking number 1 here. Is he the best character? No, not at all. Okay, I wish, but not at all. But obviously it's like, if Break is fucking insane, I'm going to play Break. But either way, I like Gallagher, so. Event Trade? One of my favorite characters of all time. Love his story, love his design. He's a gambler. My man, he says bust when he ults. He's also such a good shielder that like if you have him and you press your skill, you don't even need the skill. You get shields passively from your fucking follow-up attack. But if you do skill, oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro, you can't die. I really like him. What's his real name? Kashava. Kakavash. I know it. If I see it, I can deduct it. But I know it. The little one, Kakavasha. There's an Arabic. I think it's an Arabic cheese. We call it Lebanese, but I could just be because that's what my dad calls it. I don't know where it's from. Called like Kashkaval. I think it's pretty good cheese. That's all what I see when I read his name, because it like my brain associates it. So I know it's around there. Anyways, Kakavasha. Oh, I also met his VA. Very nice guy. Also in like a very just like respectful way. Bro looks like a model. But yeah. Anyways. Yeah, so I really like this guy. Aventrine. Acheron? Also, use her all the time. I think she's great, very fun. I like that she can break everything. At first, I was like, this character's fucking busted. Now I'm like, this character's fucking sick. I don't know. Not much to say. We'd like Acheron in this household. Yep. Move her by Black Swan? Sure. My heart's a stereo, beats for you, so listen close. Sorry. Robin, welcome to my... Whoa. I have a complicated history with this character. I do. It basically went, she came out, I used her a bunch, then I stopped using her until I started playing follow up teams again, which was, I think, with Ratio and Fei Xiao, and now I use her all the time. So she kind of fluctuated with me from like here to like, you know, here, and now back to actively use all the time. So yeah, it was mostly Fei Xiao. Fake fan for real? No, I support her. I just think she has a lot of ride or dies that belittle my support. Like, I can think of many. Tuwanto, Mina. I can think of many people who Robin is the love of their, or maybe not the love of their life, but someone they care about more than I do. That's not to say I don't like her. I'm just like, you know, she's cool. She's cool. I use her. She's good. She sings. Now, I skipped the song. Sorry. Drake came on. Sorry. You don't understand Robin like I do? Yeah, and I acknowledge that. Okay? I'm not trying to compete with you. I don't think you understand Blade like I do, buddy. But I think she's good. I wish she sang... She has a lot of good songs. I wish she sang one of like her 5 from her album and it shuffled. I think they might have said in a dev stream that they might work on that or something. I don't know if that's true. Hopefully, because I keep hearing the same song. It kind of gets to me. But it's a good song! Don't kill me! Anyways, she's cool. She advances your actions forward, which I think for a support is fun. Like, obviously supports don't feel that fun because you just press skill, you press alt. But I like that you can like, you go on all your characters, it's about to end, you alt on Robin, everyone goes again. Boom. It's showtime, buddy. I like that. Boot Hill, I use occasionally. I like Boot Hill. He went from active to like a bit inactive to back to use from time to time. I like him. If you were to ask me who's my favorite break character, I'd probably say Boot Hill. Now, who's the one I use the most? That's Firefly. Why? I don't know, buddy. I press buttons on her and everything dies. I literally, anytime we touch, I get this feeling. And every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. But anytime I use Boot Hill, not Boot Hill. Okay, Boot Hill, great character. I use him. He's cool. But every time I use Firefly, I feel like I'm like breaking the game. And this isn't even like a meta take. It's just like my feels crafting, okay? The feels craft remote of the buff shirtless dude typing me like, this is what I feel. That's how I feel when I play Firefly. I do admit you have to think a bit to use Boot Hill, which I like. I do. Like, I do. I like playing him with like Bronya. I like Boot Hill. I like that, like, when he first came out, I remember I was looking into the guide I was making. So many people were clearing with no light cone. Why? Because he had like his signature, and then the next best option was like the Yanqing light cone that gives you like a bit of stats. Like, you know, like it wasn't like he basically could use whatever, is my point. Like, it didn't really matter. People were clearing with no light cone. He's just like good character who goes break. But yeah, then Firefly came out and took. But anyways, so it's probably like that in terms of usage rate. Even if personally I might favor a Boot Hill. Jade, I use her all the time because she's Blade's best support, and that's literally it. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if I'd say like his best support. Like, the words I use are kind of, she's made for Blade basically, and like Pure Fiction. So I use her with Blade. Like, she's part of Blade's team. So yeah, I'm only saying that because like Bronya. But yeah, I mean, Blade, Bronya, Jade, that's a fucking banger team right there if you're trying to play Blade. So yeah, that's what I do. Okay, now we get to the duality. I don't have my soundboard. Okay, the fact that I almost forgot his name for a second is very telling. The fact that I'm talking right now to remember his name because I actually forgot it is also telling. Fei Xiao, no it's not. Ling Sha, no it's not. Zhao Cho! Look, when I watched Zhao Cho's trailer, I was like, bro, this guy's pretty. He's a psychopath. He looks manipulative, but he's pretty. He's pretty. Now, he's a good buffer for Acheron. He's kind of tied with her. Great for Acheron. And as someone who really likes Acheron, I'm probably going to build him and use him with Acheron. Although I do prefer like this team, even though it's not the best, just because like look at them. I do think I will actively use him. However, I was traveling during his banner. I didn't like, that was the patch I didn't get to play as much. So I pulled from like the last day of the banner and that I never really had time to build him. Someone donated to build him. I did, but then I never really got him in motion. So I'm going to put him in the soon to be unbenched because I do believe I'm going to use him. I just haven't really used him yet. This is the take of a story skipper. Okay, listen before anyone fucking comments, okay, or chats. I said when I watched his trailer, that's what I felt. I did the first act of the newest story quest off stream. Did I pay attention? Not really, but I'm saying from the trailer, that's the vibe I got. Now, is that what he is? How he acts? No, maybe not. I don't know. I'm just saying that's what I got from the trailer. He doesn't even need building? Yeah, I know, man, but like, I don't know. I'm coping, okay? He will be unbatched. March? What if I told you that I unlocked Hunt March a very short while ago? Again, it was during that patch where I played a bit less. Now, with that in mind, she's a good 4-star. She's cute. She's cool. I'm going to put her in bench since release, but I also think as far as wanting to have more 4-stars on my account that I play, March is in soon to be benched. But I'll put her here for now. I'll put her in the benched because she is, but she will be unbenched. She's good with Facial. I know she's good. I believe she's good. Again, this isn't a meta tier list. This is not. I think she's good. I know she's good. I know she's good. I know she's good. I don't understand how anyone can play Acheron without Zhao Cho. Yeah, famously, before Zhao Cho, Acheron was like a terrible unit. Famously. That's how it went down. Acheron came out and immediately she was just terrible. And then Zhao Cho came out and now she's great. Pila, man! But yeah, Zhao Cho's good with her. Like, you know, best support for her. Like, a good character. Okay, I get it. Well, good in that team. Anyways, March. I want to say soon to be unbenched, but I don't know if I'm lying to myself. Does that make sense? Like, I want to put her here, but I don't know if I'm lying to myself. So we'll see. This is the hopeful placement. This is the current placement. We'll see. Because I know she's good and I also like her. So what's stopping me? What's stopping me? That's the question. Dude, you have Sealy in there. Okay. Okay, bro. I want to unbench Sealy. All right, I'll put that there. Yunli! Okay, I think Yunli being like a character with a big ass sword is a cool concept. Now there was a bit of an incident in this chat room with her teaser. However, outside of that, I think she's cute, cool character. But this is gonna be an entirely skill issue take, okay? This is gonna be an entirely skill issue take, and I understand that. When I want to play a character like Yunli, I play her, and it's great. It goes well. However, usually when I'm picking a physical character, there's a chance I pick Boot Hill. But also, when I'm not like focusing on stream, I auto battle. Like on stream, I'll try hard if I'm working on like a video or something, which I haven't done in a while, but when I used to make bigger guides, which might happen at some point, I would manual play all that shit. Sure, learn a rotation, cool. But off stream, doing normal shit, I auto battle. Yunli auto battle is fucking what, brother. Now, is that a cool mechanic? I think it's cool because you get to like parry. It adds nuance. It adds, interactivity. It prevents it from being stale. But if you turn on auto battle, well, you're not parrying shit, buddy. I'd say I use her occasionally for now, but she's in the probably soon to be benched here. How much did I level her traces? That's like a good telltale sign. I mean, I guess I can't really check right now. This looks like a meta tier list. Brother, Blade is the first unit. Just don't be lazy then. Okay, I played Star Rail yesterday. Do you know what I was doing? I had Genshin open and Star Rail open. I was doing my free-to-play account quest on Genshin, and I was Star Railing at the same time. So I try to min-max my effort to reward ratio. Which is why I'm not gonna, you know. But I don't think she's not, like, I'm pretty sure she's still geared. Like, she's definitely always in a usable state where I might just play her from time to time. Like, I get how to play her. You just fucking press your thing. So it's not like I'm like, she's not in like Jing Yuan territory where I'm not really using her ever. But she's like here. It's occasional, but it's like less than occasional. Fei Xiao, use her all the time. Great character, fun character, good follow-up attacker. Looks cool. If I were to, the only thing I don't like about her is that she's wind. You might be like, why don't you like that? Well, Blade is wind, so oftentimes I have to choose between the two for a half. Which, you know, makes me sad, given everything. But, I mean, yeah, I use it all the time. I feel like eventually, like, if you ask me in a year, only Blade or Fei Xiao will be here. It's very hard to choose two wind carries I'm going to use, you know, actively. But maybe I'll use Fei Xiao and then Blade is there to look cool. Wait, how is Linkshot not even in the tier list? Oh, well, that makes things easy. Okay, Moza. I actually like him. He's basically like 4-star Topaz, kind of. It's not exactly the same, but now, yeah, you can also use March Hunt. So, however, why am I saying however? I used him in the Divergent universe where he's auto-leveled instead of Topaz, and I enjoyed it. I think he looks cool, and his animations are pretty. However, it's very hard for me to be like, hey, I have my Topaz built. Let me just build another basically Topaz. Spend all those resources and then also bench my Topaz. Like, that's probably not going to happen. So I'll put him in soon to be benched. Actually, I'll put him in bench since release, but like, I do kind of like him. Rappa just came out today. So far, I'm having fun, and she does good AoE damage. Also, sometimes I need an imaginary character. I have Imbibed her, but sometimes I'll just put Rappa to break. And I don't think she's going to be permanently in my roster, but okay, she's not in the soon to be benched, buddy. She's not in the soon to be benched, buddy. Look, okay. I'm going to make for the remainder of this section, we're going to act like today Rappa didn't come out. Okay. Rappa, I remember when she came out. Now, is she my favorite character design-wise? You know, in no disrespectful way, right? She's cool. No, she's not my favorite. If I were to rank her against the other follow-up attack characters, only design-wise, I'd say Boot Hill Sam and then Rappa. But she's pretty strong, has AoE. However, yes, these three characters are like fighting for break supports. Now, Boot Hill's a bit unique. He can play Bronya. He doesn't need Harmony MC, stuff like that. But it's basically like these two characters are running the same team. When Rappa came out, which was a few hours ago, I literally took my Firefly team, removed Firefly, put Rappa, Memory of Chaos 12. So it's going to be hard to play both. As of right now, I use her. We'll see where she ends up. It's impossible to tell. Now, Linksha is literally not here. She just isn't in the tier list. I don't know why. Assuming Kalis is Linksha. I'd say soon to be unbenched for the sole reason. Okay, because like a lot of the times I already have my Gallagher build. He's cool. He's a 4-star. Haha, relatable, whatever. So I oftentimes just use Gallagher here instead of Linksha. Now, is that to say Linksha would be bad here? Absolutely not. Linksha's a great support. However, there are two main factors to my low usage of Linksha. The first one and the main one is that while I did story quests on stream and off stream, there was a moment of time in which my Echo of War Sky Splitter was not unlocked. Now, what you're seeing right now is old footage. I have it unlocked now. I have it unlocked. But I hadn't. Why? You're like, dude, you're not playing the game? I do. But I don't want to do the quest off stream. I don't want to skip through it and not appreciate it. So I waited to stream it. Then guess what? I never streamed it. But now it's unlocked, so don't worry. I'll level her things accordingly, and I think I will use her. Now, will I necessarily replace Gallagher for her? I mean, I could. But I don't know if that'll really tickle my fancy as much. I think the team where I may use her the most is in my quote-unquote looking team, which I auto-battle with, which is this one, where you have 3 characters of a similar, let's say, vibe. And then Ho-Ho, who's kind of a sore thumb, if you will. No disrespect to Ho-Ho. Here, I see no reason as to why I wouldn't just put Linksha there. Wait, what just happened? I replaced Kafka. Don't say that. No, not sore thumb in a bad way. Just she's not Kafka, Acheron, or Black Swan. Apologize to Ho-Ho. Dude, she's literally one of my most played characters. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She's better than all of them. Okay, that might be true. But, anyways. So I don't think Linksha is going to be benched. She'll probably be in like used occasionally. Or soon to be unbenched. There you go. Overall, am I proud of this? I mean, okay, this is a cope.